Soy tu trucha local, el pez que has estado tratando de atrapar por años. Parece que algo te está molestando. Solo me estoy comunicando para decirte que cuando alguien o algo así te está provocando, está bien no tomar el anzuelo. Es parte de mi naturaleza y también es parte de la tuya. Cambios de nuestra salud mental son parte de nuestro carácter. Si tú o alguien que conoces necesita apoyo de salud mental, visita a es.partofnature.org.
My name is Lizeette Zurita, and I am what you guys know as the Trout. My experience, now that I start digging into myself and finding more about what really mental health is, I have found out that I've been dealing with mental health illnesses or challenges for a long time, beginning from my child, just dealing with anxieties, not knowing how to deal with that, even just getting those tummy aches going to school every time it was testing time. And then I think the most severe case was, and I didn't know it, was during after I gave birth to my second child. Now, many years later, she's 11 now. I would say about 2 years ago, I realized that I was dealing with postpartum depression, and I didn't know it because I didn't know there was not enough of this conversation out there where, we're able to talk about really what mental health is, and that it's just like having a headache. It requires some attention, but we don't talk about it, so we don't know about it. And so it wasn't until I was working as a community health worker and working with moms that we started doing PHQ-9s, and I realized that a lot of those questions were back on some of the things that I was dealing with as after I gave birth to my second child, feeling exhaustion, but then you always put it as, well, I have 2 kids. Of course, I gotta be tired. Feeling like you burn some tortillas on the comal, and where I just would start crying, and I didn't even know that I would always justify it's like, well, I'm tired, I couldn't run enough, I forgot about it. And it wasn't until I remember feeling so tired that I remember, and this is probably the first time that I talk about it beyond to other people, is driving to work and feeling like if I get hit right now, I would be able to be in the hospital and rest. Not realizing that that was really a big issue that I was dealing with, and I was doing it all on my own. And then I decided that I needed to get some therapy for myself. And that was a huge step. I remember sitting in the parking lot trying to say, okay, I can do this. It's okay for me to get this. Because just because we put things behind us doesn't mean that they're not still there, right? There are things that I haven't been able to deal with. And I was able to figure that out as a winter coming from sunny San Diego. Being here when it's so long, I have dealt with some type of kind of depression, and people who know me might say, Lizeette, you're always with a big smile. But in reality, are those things that we kind of hide behind, right? And so being able to talk about it, was a big thing. And if I'm advocating for our Latinx community, our underserved communities, I feel it's important for me to come out and talk about it. I'm a big advocate for the underserved communities, and I've been involved in a lot of the kind of getting the inclusivity of the equity of getting these resources for mental health out there for our underserved community. And so I just thought, well, why not speak about my own experience? And I know I did it briefly at one of our workshops that we held together through the Latino Mental Health Alliance. And I realized that when I talk about my experience and it becomes more like someone that knows you, I know that I received a lot more, our audience and our community was a lot more receptive to acknowledging that they were also going and dealing through some mental health challenges, maybe not themselves, but they knew their child was. And when I went ahead and spoke about my experience with my daughter, I realized how they were coming more and asking me more for help. So I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to really, open up and just be human. For me, going out on hikes, with my family, camping, that really allows me to kind of just, it allows me to escape from what is going on. And it just being connected to nature, and again, the word connect, right? It really, it just heals me. And then I come back to the city and I feel so much better. And I know that that's even so for my kids. So I'm a great advocate to go out and just connect with nature. What I want you guys to know, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to get up and ask for help. Talk to someone, a best friend, who's your trusted circle, who can you talk to, and validate those feelings. If not, it becomes harder. If you're not good, and there's a thing that we say in Spanish is, si tú no estás bien, no puedes estar bien para nadie más. If you're not good yourself as a parent, as a professional, there's no way that you can be your best for anyone else. So just validate those feelings, really.